Hey, what's up, guys? This is Fool of Talk. Just want to give a little bit of, my thoughts on some of the heavyweight happenings right now. Shout out to the whole LDBC. So today, earlier, Anthony Joshua got a stoppage win over Povetkin. It was a good win, an impressive win. Anthony Joshua kind of showed his, I want to say his reserve in being hurt in the early round. I don't know if his nose was broken or not, and rallying back to win the fight via stoppage. I think from watching that fight, what made him so successful was the body work he was doing. You can kind of see that, it was bothering Povetkin, and that, in those mid rounds, the body work just kind of got to him, and he just kind of let his guard down, and then, it all happened from there. Now, my thing is that interview after the fight was kind of telling of Anthony Joshua. It seemed like, for the most part, in that interview, from what I saw, maybe someone saw something differently, but it seemed like that Anthony Joshua was like tap dancing around the whole Wilder thing. When they asked him, like, oh, would you be interested in fighting Wilder in April? He just kind of said, oh, well, I'm not really thinking about that. I'm just thinking about April. Even when they asked who do you think is going to win out of the Fury Wilder fight, he's like, I'm not even thinking about that fight. And again, this is just showing me that this guy, I don't really think he has an interest in fighting him. I really don't. I just think he's set on basically, he's pretty much set on, fighting lesser opposition. Now, granted, I'm not saying that Povetkin wasn't like any top opposition or whatever. I'm not saying that. But at the end of the day, the guy was 39. And he was kind of just looking for like a big knockout blow when you watch the fight. So, me personally, what I expect to happen is that Anthony Joshua will give Dillian Whyte a rematch in May. After the Dillian Whyte rematch, he's going to fight, win or lose, I think he's going to fight Tyson Fury. That's what I think will happen, win or lose. Because let's say that Tyson Fury gets stopped by Deontay Wilder. The walls will really be closing in on him, and he'll figure, well, this guy fought Deontay Wilder, so it's best for me to get. It'll be best for me to get those leftovers, because for the simple fact he fought Deontay Wilder. And then another thing that I was like kind of scratching my head about is that he was pretty he doesn't mention Luis Ortiz at all. Like, in my opinion, this is just my opinion, Luis Ortiz would stop Anthony Joshua. And I'm going to say this due to the fact that Luis Ortiz is more is more craftier than Povetkin. He can still pop. And Anthony Joshua is not a unorthodox, like awkward fighter as Deontay Wilder was. So with Luis Ortiz, being how technical he is, he would figure Anthony Joshua out and then just go to work and then possibly like spark him, you know? So, you know, I personally would like to see that fight, but I don't think that fight's going to happen. I really doubt that Anthony Joshua is going to take a Luis Ortiz fight. But what I think is going to happen with Luis Ortiz is that Luis Ortiz, he might as well go after a Big Baby Miller fight. You know, because I remember in that press conference with Anthony Joshua and stuff, Big Baby Miller confronted him. And, you know, I think it would be best that Luis Ortiz hops on that before Anthony Joshua has another excuse not to fight Wilder by saying, oh, I'm going to fight Big Baby Miller. That's my personal opinion on what should be done, you know. So, yeah, I just wanted to give a little bit of like the happenings in the heavyweight division. You know, I guess you can say it's getting even better. You know, better fights are being made, and hopefully more fights will be made. You know, we got Tyson Fury and the Wilder fight in December, so you know, hopefully there more fights of that caliber could be done. And leave your thoughts in in the comment section. Let me know who you think that Anthony Joshua is going to fight next, and let me know if you think that Anthony Joshua, if he has a fighting chance against Deontay Wilder based on this performance that you saw from him today. Njarama.